Hi. In this may have to be a two-part video because there's a bit too much I wanted to say about this subject to fit it into one. Excuse me a second. Yeah. What I wanted to speak about is the subject of erotic dramas, thrillers. To kick off with, I'm going to speak as briefly as I can about one that I've just seen recently. Yeah, a new movie is currently playing at the cinema called Baby Girl, which of course stars Nicole Kidman. And first time I went to see it, well, the cinema was a bit full, and I was sitting next to someone messing around with a mobile, so it wasn't a great first viewing. And just recently, past several months or so, I promised myself that I would only see a movie at the cinema once. In this case, I decided to make an exception. So I went to see it again. I was celebrating a couple of things apart from that, so I thought, see it one more time. I've recently sold a car, so I thought, well, if you do that, celebrate by going out to see it for a second time. So I did, and I'm really glad I did, because second time seeing it, I loved it. It was just, yeah, I really loved it. It was excellent. Excuse me. Yeah, and yeah, so I thought that was really worth it. You know, I love the movie. I really like the movie, and I'm hoping to get it on Blu-ray if and when it's released, which I'm hoping it will be. If it was released at the cinema, I hope it will be released on Blu-ray. So yeah, Baby Girl, I loved it. But of course, it's set off. It's no doubt going to set off a new trend, I suspect. About they seemed to take a break for a long time, didn't they? These erotic dramas and thrillers. But to be perfectly frank, I don't think America is very good at making erotic dramas or thrillers. I know there are some famous ones which have done really massive business and which were huge hits at the time. I don't care. Frankly, I think most of them are crap. Yeah, you've got your, well, one of the most famous ones of all, Basic Instinct. I am not a fan. I won't say what I really think of that. I certainly don't think it was sexy. It wasn't erotic, and the fact that it constantly gets massive high ratings. Yeah, I dare say again, I will get a lot of comments against this or whatever. But again, I don't care. You know, it just makes me laugh. It's held in such high regard, and it's no big deal to me. You know, I just don't think it's that erotic at all, and I couldn't stand it when I saw it first time. But nevertheless, yeah, I just generally don't think America are very good at making erotic dramas and thrillers. It's their one Achilles heel, for me. I mean, let's face it, in Hollywood, you can maim and kill, you can have all kinds of violent stuff going on the screen. They've got no problem with that at all. But you have sexuality on a screen, you show nudity on a screen in a movie, everyone's up in arms. There are banners everywhere. Everyone's against it. And that's always made me laugh. You know, it's like, that's no attitude to have. You know, so, no, I've never been impressed with America when it comes to erotic dramas. I just don't think there's that many good ones. Although I do think that they tend to, when they do good ones, it tends to be in the independent sector, not in the mainstream. I have some examples. And by the way, they were mostly made in the 80s. Excuse me. Yeah, they were mostly made in the 80s. That's when a lot of them, the really good ones, were actually made. In the 90s, though, I think that erotic dramas and thrillers really came into their own, and there were loads of them. And again, I've got some examples. For me, it's one of my favourite genres, by the way. I love erotic thrillers and dramas. Um, I do have some old classics. One of them took me a very long time to get, and I had to get it off eBay because it was a rarity. Yeah, so one of them is Strip to Kill. I only got this on a third attempt some years ago now, and Strip to Kill is a very sexy and very, very impressive erotic thriller with a brilliant villain. It always gets me, the climax does. Yeah, the villain, I hate them. But yeah, it always gets under my skin, but it's a great, and there's some great strip dance routines on it as well. Very sexy routine, so that's a cracker. So yeah, this is definitely worthy of massive respect. The other one, which I believe is possibly one of the best erotic dramas, thrillers of the 90s, is I do believe the last time the two famous Corys worked together. I have a copy of it right here. This was also off eBay. Thank heavens for eBay. If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't have got half of these movies, or most of them. But this was thankfully released on DVD, and it's really sexy, it's very well done, and for me it's one of the best ones. Blown away. Brilliant. Now that's an erotic thriller. And yes, Nicole Eggert does bear a lot of flesh, and she looks really great at the time. I don't know how old she was. I think she was in her mid-20s or something. It was released in 1992. So that's another one. But they're possibly two of the best ones that I've got in terms of low-budget independent movies. For me, one of the best mainstream movies has been came out a long time ago, and again it starred Nicole Kidman. I'm talking about Eyes Wide Shut. I'm aware that opinion was divided, but I think generally it was Kubrick's best movie for me, next to The Shining, of course, but of course completely different genres. So, but yeah, I think Eyes Wide Shut. Funny thing is, it was recently showing in Glasgow, at the Glasgow Film Theatre. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, it was recently showing in Glasgow at the Glasgow Film Theatre, but unfortunately I went in there and asked about it, and it was full up, fully booked. I lost out. Damn! I so would have loved to have got to see that. But yeah, Eyes Wide Shut. Mesmerising, sexy, brilliantly made. And yeah, Nicole Kidman just looks fantastic. I think she was 33 in that. Beg your pardon, 32. I think 32, 33. Possibly 32. But yeah, that's fantastic. It's one of my favourites. And one of the other ones which I have, which is again an erotic thriller, probably an erotic drama. There is a difference. Again features Nicole Kidman. Malice, in which she plays the villain, and very, very well. She's so good at playing a complete bit. Well, never mind. But yeah, so there's some examples of movies that I absolutely think really are very, very impressive when it, for what they are, erotic thrillers, dramas, thrillers. Another one which I think I think it was attacked, balked at the time, wasn't considered very good, but I think it's an absolutely brilliant movie, and it's a very sexy and erotic drama thriller. Body of Evidence starred Willem Dafoe and Madonna. And I won't give anything away, but it's probably been looked at a lot now, so maybe you are aware or maybe not that Madonna turned out to be the villain in it. But yeah, I really think it was a very sexy movie, and it was a really erotic movie, and I think it definitely had its moments. And for me, It is far better than Basic Instinct ever was. So don't talk to me about Basic Instinct. As far as I'm concerned, Body of Evidence gets all the plaudits in that respect. But of course that's not the way it works in the media, and that's not the way it works in general opinion, but what the hell. But yeah, there have been some really decent ones. But in general, when it comes to erotic dramas and thrillers, I think France are better. And I just don't think America can... Not all the... They get it right sometimes, again, with Eyes Wide Shut and Malice and other movies maybe, but they were a long time ago, you know. We're past that time now, aren't we? Long past it. There's too much political correctness around now, too many rules. But there is one nation, I think, which is very good at making erotic dramas and thrillers. Canada. I have 3 or 4. I've got one called Careful What You Wish For, which is a very good erotic drama thriller. And I've got another one called A Fatal Affair. Beg your pardon, its American title is Infidelity in Suburbia. Stars Sarah Butler. I haven't got it here, unfortunately, I haven't got it with me, but I can maybe speak about that in a part 2. But yeah, excuse me, sorry. But yeah, it's a brilliant erotic drama thriller, and yeah, so is Infidelity in Suburbia. That's also excellent, both Canadian. I've got 1 or 2 others, but I cannot remember 1 or 2 of them. But yeah, I think Canada tend to... They've outdone America. They've outdone America a few times. So they can do it. And I think they can tend to be better than the Americans at making erotic drama thrillers. It's just the one thing that I just don't think America can be very good at. Again, a lot of the famous ones, you got your Dress to Kill, right? You got your Body, is it Body Double, I think? Yeah, made by Brian De Palma. Considered the master of erotic cinema. No, he's not. Not for me. But these are the famous ones in the mainstream. But no, way overrated. For me. I do tend to think, though, yes, that when it comes to erotic dramas, thrillers, America can be quite good at them, but only in the independent sector and as B movies, you know. But of course, the one movie lately that's changed that rule, maybe, is Baby Girl, the new Nicole Kidman movie. When I looked at that a second time, I thought, yes, you guys can do it. And Nicole Kidman did it again, so it's definitely got more than its moments, and yeah, it's very, very good for what it is. So maybe there could be a resurgence for these erotic dramas. I would hope so. It would be nice if a few more could be made, because I'm kind of crying out for them again, you know. I wouldn't ever get fed up with them or bored with them, you know, I love them. But there's just not been enough from America in that respect. So, yeah, I would like maybe more, but, oh, another one that I've got is, stars Carrie Wurra, who you may know from maybe Anaconda or a few other movies. She did Poison. She plays the villain in that. That is an excellent erotic drama thriller. I love it. And I've got a few starring her, actually. So Carrie Wurra has really carved herself out a nice little career in the B-movie sector. Certainly in terms of erotic dramas and thrillers. And such a sexy voice as well. Great performer. She's brilliant. Massive fan of hers. So yeah. And there's of course been many others. Kind of straight to DVD ones, if you like. And of course the one who did quite a few in the 90s was Mae Dynamic. Dream Lover is one of them, certainly. Also featuring James Spader. So there have been quite a few, and the 90s saw many, but usually really only in the independent sector. That's it. I don't think they're great when it comes to mainstream, except with the odd exception, of course, like Eyes Wide Shut perhaps, and maybe Malice. So, but they are few and far between. But yeah, it would be nice if Baby Girl did kick off a new resurgence in the erotic drama thriller, because it would be great to see. And yeah, I'm kind of crying out for it, but it just would be nice. But I'm not sure if America can do that on a consistent basis. That's not what Hollywood or America really is it? To be honest. So, guess we'll just have to wait and see. But, yeah. But a big thumbs up for the newest one, Baby Girl, and I'm just going to relish these old classic ones from the 90s that I've got here. So, I've seen these many times, and another one worth mentioning, by the way, is Mother's Boys, where Jamie Lee Curtis is the villain, an ex-wife who's really, you know, a bit crazy, but I'm obsessed with her boys. But yeah, these ones, yeah, I definitely look at them any chance I get. But it shows that sometimes they can do it, but it's not really that consistent. But I still say that America are not that good at only in the independent sector, and when it comes to a massive Hollywood movie, no. Apart maybe, I don't think, actually no, I think Baby Girl was, I'm not sure if that's it, I think it might be independent, because it was A24, wasn't it, who did Love Lies Bleeding. So, yeah. But we'll just have to wait and see what else comes along with these. But yeah, it would be great to see a resurgence in erotic dramas and thrillers like we got so many of during the 90s. It would be great. But here's hoping. Anyway, yeah, thanks very much. See ya. Bye.